Chelsea fans are not taking this one lightly. After reports emerged of Andrey Santos signing for Manchester United, social media has completely exploded. For many Chelsea supporters, this isn't just another transfer. It's about losing one of the club's brightest young midfield talents to a direct Premier League rival. After impressing during his loan spell and showing exactly why so many people rated him so highly, plenty of Chelsea fans believe Santos deserved a real opportunity at Stamford Bridge. Instead, the possibility of seeing him in a Manchester United shirt has left fans frustrated, disappointed, and in some cases, absolutely furious. Some supporters are blaming the club's transfer strategy. Others believe Chelsea could regret this decision for years if Santos develops into the player everyone expects him to become. Football is full of transfers that divide fan bases, but this one has certainly sparked one of the biggest reactions online. As you watch these fan reactions, let us know what you think. Is Chelsea making a huge mistake by letting Andrey Santos join Manchester United? Or is this simply another smart piece of business? Drop your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to BallboiTv for more football reactions, transfer news, and viral fan moments.
Chelsea have sold Andrey Santos to Manchester United for £48 million plus £2 million add-ons and a 10% sell-on clause. I am gutted. As much as I knew this was going to happen, from the moment I saw it on Sunday, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to go through. I did my calculations. I did my mathematics. I did my bid maths, my bod maths, my subtraction, my addition, my everything. I knew this was going to happen. Why did I know this was going to happen? Well, we know Tchouaméni is not leaving Real Madrid under Jose Mourinho's watch. He's going to want him as a 6. He's going to get rid of a Camavinga who's more delicate, who's more injury prone. He's not getting rid of Tchouaméni. He's the 6. We know Enzo Fernandez is not going to Real Madrid. So Chelsea can't get that money from him. We know Manchester United are not getting Tchouaméni. We know Chelsea can't get rid of Enzo Fernandez. Santos to Manchester United. Voila. 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 This was obvious. It was obvious. And look how quickly it got done. I really value this player. I'm not going to switch up now because he's going to Manchester United. I'm not going to do hopium, copium, and sell falsehood. I am going to be brutally, completely honest the way I see this transaction. Because as per usual, as things are happening in the window, you can clutch at this copium and this hopium and this excuse and this reason. And then when the window ends and we don't have the squad that we should, and we don't have the players that we should, and the quality that we should, and the overhaul that we should have done, then people start to be surprised, shocked when we don't amass the points tallies and achieve the things we should achieve. So I'm going to lay down a marker. This is the first bit of business this window I do not like. Categorically, emphatically, bomb-fucking-bastically, I do not like.
Great business. Great business. Round of applause for the great business. I mean, why should you be angry? You know, this is fantastic. This is a player that we were probably not going to use, £50 million. We're in the business of creating good business with other rivals. Arsenal are a great customer of ours. Man United are a great customer of ours. Man City are great. We are just there to build good relationships. We're not there to do anything else. We're not there to win trophies. We are here to make very good relationships with the entire Premier League table. Everyone, let's be friends. Let's all play together. Let's go to the playground and let's all play together. Let's all celebrate together. Let me help you guys out. Why be angry? Why be angry? This is no reason to be angry, Miz. This is no reason. I mean, who's Andrey Santos? All right, who is he? He's not a talent. He's not worth it. Let's send him to Man United. Let's send him to Man United. We've got Romeo Lavia, who barely features for us. I'm sure he's going to come good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very, very sure he's going to come good. He's going to finally play 90 minutes for us. We've got Dario Asugo. What are you worried about? He barely played last season. Andrey Santos, what has he done? What has he done at Chelsea Football Club, right? Did he show anything last season to us? Did he show any promise? Let's get rid, man. Let's get rid. Where you would think that a talent like Andrey Santos, let's keep him because we could potentially lose Enzo Fernandez, Romeo Lavia. There's always a case that he may not feature for Chelsea Football Club often enough. Dario Sugu, he can still, learn from these sort of players a little bit more because he's just arrived and last season was all sort of tarnished with injury. Let's keep someone like Andrey Santos along with Caicedo, and you can see the distinct talent in Andrey Santos. I mean, it wasn't a surprise when he absolutely killed it at Strasbourg.
It's for sale at Chelsea Football Club. Everything is for sale, and everything is for sale to everyone. Anyone can come and buy anything from us. There is absolutely no principle. There is absolutely no foundation. There is absolutely no appreciation of the rivalry. There is absolutely no principle. There is nothing. If you have the money, you can buy it. It really is as simple as that. I guarantee it. If Manchester United put a bid in, they could buy Stanford the Lion. Everything is for sale. There is absolutely no principle. And I'll tell you what, this sale of Andrey Santos, it's actually a great indicator as to who Chelsea are at the moment. It is a token of where we are. It is a token of the way that the sporting directors view the club. It's a token of what Blue Coats see us as. We are clearly a selling club. We are clearly selling our talent to teams that are in the Champions League. We are beholden to this stupid model of selling for profit no matter what. No matter what. If we make a tenner, we will do it. Forget it. It doesn't matter. We can solve the problem. We can live with it. Basically, make the money. That's what it is. It really is an abysmal decision by the club. And I tell you what, these failed sporting directors have our football operations in a chokehold. It doesn't make sense. Like, Andrey Santos is a player that is a very good player. He's a player that we need at the moment. He's a player that did very well when he played for us last year. He's one of the very few footballers to come away from last season able to hold their head up high. And we're selling him like that because there is no principle. I am telling you, these sporting directors are destroying the football club from the inside out. It's them. It's their planning. It's their players. If you do not fit the model, you're out. It's as simple as that. And Andrey Santos is obviously good enough to start for Chelsea next season. We finished 10th. He's going to move to a Champions League club. Sometimes it's just basic, right? Sometimes it's just basic. He is being sought by a team that are better than us. He is being bought by a team that are better than us. He is going to be a player playing in the Champions League. He is being bought by Christopher Vivel, a man who knows him very well, a man who's bought him before, and a man who fell out with our sporting directors. He has come back in for him and is now buying him. If a better team than you want to buy a player in your team, surely that should set the warning signs going. But no, it doesn't. And you know what's going to happen, and it's so predictable and it's so infuriating. And it is why I detest Blueco this much. It's why I detest these sporting directors this much.
Although I did put out the theory in that video as to what I think is going to happen compared to what I would want to happen. Those are two different things, so don't confuse those two, right? When I say what I want to happen, that's one thing. When I say what I think is going to happen, more times than not, now at this football club, it's not what I want to happen. So the two are different. Over there, what did I say? I said I would love if he does go out on loan to Sporting Lisbon, Champions League football, gets that development, gets that exposure, fantastic. Season following, comes back, is a bit of a backup perhaps to whatever left-sided player we're going to have. I would say I would have Rashford, who's 29, 30? Getting there. But, you know, he pushes on to his 30s. Jesse Derry picks up from him a little bit, and then all of a sudden he takes a baton. He's 19 at the moment. By 21, 22, he can be developed, ready, experienced, and good to go going forward. That's what I would do. What do I think's going to happen? He'll have a loan out of Sporting Lisbon. He'll get brought back. Might get a few minutes. Sold for pure profit. Simple as that. And why? Because that's the model. It's the model. And today, what did we get? Well, we got the model. That's what we got. We got the model. Here it is. David Ornstein saying Manchester United reached agreement with Chelsea to sign Andrey Santos. Deal for 22-year-old Chelsea midfielder worth £48 million plus £2 million easily achievable add-ons and a 10% sell-on clause. Permission given to undergo Man United medical. Personal terms are in place. Also have details here that Santos has agreed personal terms with United and has been given permission by Chelsea to travel and complete the transfer. 48 million, 2 million as bonuses, 10% sell-on clause. Fabrizio, Andrey Santos to United is a here we go. Deal in place with medical now booked in the next 24 hours for the Brazilian midfielder. Man United to pay £50 million matching price asked by Chelsea plus 10% sell-on clause. Contract until June 2031 to be signed tomorrow. So that's Andrey Santos heading out the door.
News in the Chelsea space, Andrey Santos has been sold and it's a big fee, but it's to Manchester United. We've got to discuss this. We've got to talk about how we feel about this Chelsea transfer. Let's go straight into it here. David Ornstein, exclusive. Manchester United reach agreement with Chelsea to sign Andrey Santos. Deal for 22-year-old CFC midfielder worth £48 million plus £2 million easily achievable add-ons and 10% sell-on clause. Permission given to undergo Man United medical, personal terms in place. This is a big surprise. There's multiple reasons why this is a big surprise, and we've got to delve into it. We've got to unpack it and discuss. First of all, 50 million quid for Andrey Santos. At this point in time, it looks like a good deal for Chelsea, but considering how durable he is, he's a very versatile player, an exciting young Brazilian. Why do I get a feeling that this might end up being a really good signing for Manchester United, more so than it being a really good sale for Chelsea? That's my initial thought on this one. Now, Andrey Santos is, like I said, a durable midfielder, someone that you can actually trust to stay fit, to be out there on the pitch. And again, whenever we're saying these things, right, it isn't just to rain hell down on Romeo Lavia. But reality is, Lavia can't stay fit. He has never finished 90 minutes of football for Chelsea, and yet we are offloading Andrey Santos, and we still might lose Enzo Fernandez. Like, we have to be about to do an absolute madness in the midfield for this to be a justifiable sale for Chelsea. So £50 million, when we were talking earlier today, like 12 hours ago, I posted a video and it was about, 30 odd million for Andrey Santos. Maybe that might be enough if we're going to sell him. To get 50, that's a massive deal for Chelsea. Considering what we spent on him, which was 14 million, 16 million quid, not that long ago, couple of years ago. This is big profit on that signing for Chelsea Football Club. So this does very much go along with the narrative that we know that we're going to buy a lot of young players. We're going to see which ones of them stick in the Chelsea team, which ones make the starting 11s better, and then the ones who don't, we're going to try and flip them for a profit. That's what this player trading model is. There's been a lot of them that we discussed earlier, the likes of the Datro Fofanas, the David Washingtons. A lot of those guys, we're probably never going to make a profit on these players because they didn't develop, they didn't improve, they didn't get better. They're not worth anything more than Chelsea's initial investment. Whereas with Andrey Santos, this was an example of a player that we bought into this football club who genuinely was a good young footballer.
But I'm here today to share my thoughts about Andrey Santos, man, because we got the bomber today from Ornstein that he's officially leaving Chelsea Football Club. If you've been following the news around United and Santos for a while, you would know that this is long-standing interest, right? But officially today, we got the bomber from Ornstein, which says that Manchester United have reached an agreement to sign Andrey Santos from Chelsea.